Welcome to episode 347 of the official Gamestitch Podcast. I'm Ryan Walton, and as always, I'm joined by Dan Reamer.
Prodigal son returns.
It's like you never left.
I am back.
You are back.
Sorry I had to miss. Emergency type deal came up that I had to be a part of, so I wasn't able to be here last week, as everyone who listens is aware. But as I said, I am back. I have returned.
You have brought balance back to the force, or whatever people say.
Unlike LL Cool J, you can call it a comeback if you want to.
I love LL.
I'm more of the RZA guy.
I don't care for LL's music, but I'm a big fan of him in Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea, he's good in.
And I'm a big fan of him on the
L.A.
Yeah, NCL. Yeah, I think he does well on there. I think he's like that dynamic between those two.
Yeah, he's a decent actor.
Yeah.
Some of his music, I was into him when I was like 12, when he first put out the Bigger and Deffer album, I believe it was. I enjoyed the Bigger and Deffer album.
Hold on, let me pause there, because Gerald could have searched for anything, and he searched for LL Cool J no shirt.
He did.
He could have searched for anything he wanted, and he searched for LL Cool J no shirt.
He did.
The man's beautiful.
I mean, yeah, he's a pretty jacked dude. I don't know if these are recent pictures either. Like, you know.
All right, he wants a little investigation. Get a 2019 shirtless LL. He wants to see if he's dad bodding it up or not.
Yes, exactly.
Dad bod's in.
People seem to like him. Yeah,
yeah,
they seem to be the new thing.
Oh, he seems to have a shirt on in 2019.
Yeah, you can't even find a no-shirt picture of LL.
Yeah. What does the LL stand for?
It's Larry something. Oh, yes, that's right.
Ladies love.
Ladies love Cool J.
James. Cool James. It appears that producer Gerald is a little bit of an aficionado.
It would appear so. Yes, that was.
It was a quick answer.
He was feeding us the lines.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gerald.
That was a quick answer from producer Gerald on the LL.
Ladies love.
We had a bit of a fanboy. Oh, yeah, he looks great at 50. That looks like
50, yeah.
That was still with Jay, though.
Yeah, how can he be 50 with Jay Leno?
Because he's like 64 now. LL is. He looks great.
He's not 64, is he?
I'm not going to let you talk shit about him. He looks great.
He's not 64.
I don't know how old he is. Ladies love him, though.
That's right. That's because he's Cool James.
Yeah. Can we get an age on him, and then I'd like to move on forever?
Yes. So we're going to move away from the Cool J cast.
He's at least 50 according to that, so I'll say he's 52. No, Jay's been gone longer than that.
57.
He's not that old. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that math. Can we get an age?
Yeah, so he's 51.
51? See, so that picture was bullshit, because Jay wasn't on the air a year ago, was he?
He might have been guesting for somebody.
I don't think
like
he does
a guest
that.
host for somebody.
51. He looks great for 51.
Yeah, he does look good for 51.
Him and Elizabeth Hurley should have babies. They would look great till they were like 90.
Helen Mirren still looks good for like 78 or whatever the hell she is. You ever see pictures of her younger? Wow, she was smoking.
I like, what's her name? Diane Lane?
Oh, yeah, I like Diane Lane too.
Yeah, she's aged well.
She works. Should work for me, yeah.
Some people age like shit.
Some people do age like shit. I am one of the people that age like shit, by the way.
Yeah, look at Diane Lane. I like her.
I've always liked her. I remember watching her way back in...
Can we get an age on her? Because she's up there. She's like 60s, I think.
She probably 59?
65.
Wow, she's that old?
Born in 65.
So she's 55.
54. Got a birthday coming up.
Yep.
Let us know if you want to come on the show, Diane. Yeah,
we will. Yes, please do.
Celebrity looks roundup.
We'll even step away from video games, and we'll just interview you and talk about.
I don't even want to interview you. I just want to hang out.
Your life in Hollywood. Wow.
The audio hangout, you know. No audio. Don't make it weird.
She's not coming on now.
Don't make it weird. Like an audio hangout, you know.
Pulling some creepy Scientology shit over there.
Shout out to all our Scientology listeners. Dan made that weird.
Did I though?
Yep. Or did they? Just saying. All right. So there's some news to talk about. Not a lot of news to talk about.
The more important thing to talk about is Ryan and I's playlists this week.
Right. So we're gonna intertwine the playlist this week because we played a game together for most of the week.
Yes.
We played the Dark Pictures anthology Man of Medan.
We did.
Supermassive's, I guess you would call it follow-up to Until Dawn. And we played it in 3 different sessions.
Mm-hmm.
We completed it late last night.
We did.
And we'll give some impressions, but just quickly, I liked it a lot.
I enjoyed the shit out of it. Everything about it. The game, the experience, the characters, all of it. Everything was... The way it's put together and everything... The way everything works is just phenomenal.
So, if you've played Until Dawn, you have a general idea of how this game's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we played this game together. Neither of us played this game in single player.
Right.
So when we give you our impressions and talk about our experience with it, we're talking about playing it together, which I will say I think is the key to why I enjoyed it so much.
I think it's very, very... Yeah, I think that is one of the more important aspects of why it worked so well and why it was so much fun.
So we loaded it up. We had a little conversation. I was like, I don't think we're supposed to be in chat together. So maybe we shouldn't tell each other what's going on. Because I think the idea is you play it with other people, but you're not talking.
Mm-hmm.
Because the characters aren't always together.
That's true.
So we were successful for like a night and a half with this strategy. But then stuff starts happening, and you're like, I need to talk about this.
Yes.
The other person needs to know what's going on right now. And by last night, we were pretty much just full feeding information to each other.
Full on blowing it out.
Yeah, and we still fucked up.
There was one key part where I didn't speak or that I should have, and it resulted in a bad thing.
Yeah, you maybe told me what I needed to know, but I didn't comprehend that that's what you were saying.
Right. Yeah, I tried to be like, just give a hint so I didn't give anything away.
I needed you to tell me what I was doing.
I realized that very quickly.
But it was super enjoyable. So there's five central characters. I would say they're probably all in their 30s.
Late 20s, early 30s, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
maybe,
yeah, you're right.
Maybe a little younger.
Maybe all late 20s.
Because some are getting ready. What's his face getting ready to go to talking about med school?
Yeah.
So maybe a little younger.
It's not quite the teen slasher that Until Dawn was. There is a little bit of an older dynamic. There is some history. 2 of them are brothers. 2 of them are dating, and one of them is the brother of the girl that the one is dating. So there's already these relationships before they all get on the boat. There's only one character that doesn't really have a relationship with anybody. She's the captain of the boat, and they're all have great personalities that I think really show through.
And they were all very different personalities.
Yeah. The crazy part about the way the game works is you're not always controlling the same person.
No, you do not control the same person throughout the game.
So immediately Dan was trying something with a character that I didn't feel like fit the story, so I put the hammer down whenever I got control of that character and righted that ship.
Yeah, you did. Piece of shit.
Yeah. But that's kind of the great thing, and I would.
You might have cost me a trophy. You know that, right?
I might have actually cost you a trophy, which I was unaware of at the time. I still feel like I did what was right. But I would be interested to see what this game was like with more people. We talked about it last night. The problem is we've both played through it now, so you'll never have that first time experience. But I do think that they announced the follow-up, which we talked about last week. I think Little Hope, which is the follow-up that they've already teased, and there's a trailer for it.
At the end, after you finish Man of Medan.
But I think I'm going to try to convince more people to get that game so we can play through the first time together. Because that would, I think more people, while it would make it harder to kind of get everyone on at the same time, would be even better. Because some of what happened in here, like we influenced each other's game. I straight up killed someone that changed the whole story for the game that had nothing to do with Dan.
Yes.
So,
and you were upset. You've been upset about it for 3 days.
Yeah, because I don't care if we kill somebody, because there were people that we killed. It was a real
Right.
team effort to kill this person by accident, or not, however you look at it. But I just straight up killed her. I missed a QuickTime event. I missed a button prompt. I hit the wrong button actually, and I don't like to throw someone else's game off, but it was very cool. I like the ending that we got. I think that's the true ending. We didn't cheat. We didn't try to influence anything.
No, we didn't.
I think there was less than 2 or 3 times where we were like, hey, you should probably choose that. But you can't see the options, but you know what the question is. There was one time last night where I was like, hey, you got to choose this. And I think you were probably already going to do it.
Yes, I was. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It turned out to not even make any difference at all because we killed the people off that were a part of that. But there are 5 total people who could survive. We finished with 2.
which seems to be a bit of a commentary on our
yeah. You know?
Well, to be fair, you killed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
We killed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then
we killed someone the second time too. I'm not taking the full blame for the second time either.
No, you're not taking. No, I know the second time you're not. I understand that, but
so I killed somebody.
One was poor decision making, and one person was poor communication between us.
Right. So I killed somebody. Then together, more than ever, we killed somebody.
Yes, together. Yes,
I believe there's a set of correct dialogue options, and I think we picked the opposite every single time.
Yeah, I don't think we ever got it right.
Not on purpose, but we certainly killed that person. And then the third one,
but it fit with the personalities. I felt of the characters.
I thought so too. The third one was the game forced our hand.
Yep.
And our communication was not strong enough to overcome the game.
And I missed a button prompt. I don't know if that would have changed anything, honestly.
Probably would have, because you missed one, and boy, did I not miss one.
You did not miss one.
If I was ever on point, it was during that process. So we came out with 2 of the 5. I know we're kind of talking in circles because we don't want to give you any details. The game is
phenomenal.
Great. I don't know, again, what the experience is like if you play by yourself, but with somebody, it was fucking great. It does have a movie night so that you can play with someone in the same room. It has online multiplayer, and then it also has solo single player.
Yes.
It doesn't appear that you can match to randoms, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
I don't think there's any matchmaking, so you need to have a friend with it.
Which is odd that when you mention about not chatting.
I mean, I haven't read anything that says don't communicate, but it seems like maybe it changes things if you communicate.
I would think so, but if they didn't want to communicate, they could just give you the option to randomize. Yeah,
because there's there's someone that pulls you out of the story to talk to you, much like the therapist in Until Dawn.
Yes.
Peter Stormare's character. There is a character in this that pulls you out, and he makes a comment.
The curator.
Yeah, the curator. He makes a comment that like everything you see is not what the people you're playing with would maybe see, and some things are more beneficial to you than they would be to the group.
Yes.
So maybe they don't care that you chat, but it really made me feel like you're not supposed to with comments like that. But the game's all about getting in your head and making you all crazy anyway, so I don't know. Maybe it was all for nothing, but it was great.
It's great. It was a great experience. And it's nice playing. I think the optimum way to play it is with 2 people, because that gives you about a 5-6 hour experience, which for that game I think is perfect.
Yeah, I think we came in probably around 5.5 hours. And, so everyone knows who's listened for any amount of time, I don't like scary things. And I purchased this game, and then I kind of held off to see if Dan was going to get it. He did get it, and we jumped in. I didn't even take the shrink wrap off until you got it.
No, really?
Yeah, I held off completely. Because I was thinking, I knew you would eventually get it, so I was like, if it's not now, it'll be later. And I actually pondered returning it and then just buying it back later at a cheaper price.
Mm-hmm.
Though the game is only $29, and you should go support them anyways.
Oh, yeah.
But
100%.
I don't like scary games, so I thought it would be better together.
With a friend?
I guess I didn't take into account that we wouldn't be together most of the time.
It never even occurred. I'll be honest, I had no idea how the co-op. I had I need to take that back. That's not entirely true. I had a very slim idea of how a very general idea of how the co-op was going to work. And even my general idea was pretty much way off from what I expected.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting...
The end result was completely different than what I had in my mind.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And also, like, I guess I was thinking, like, I don't necessarily want to be scared. There's two of us, even if it's a little scary, we'll make jokes. It turns out I have to be scared, and then I have to hear you be scared.
Right.
Which is worse, even. Because I'm like, whoa, and you're like, whoa. And I'm like, where are you? And you're like, I don't know. I'm like, where are you? I'm like, I don't know. And you're like, this thing is here, and I'm here, and this is happening. And I'm like, that sounds terrifying. Nothing's happening on my end. Which is even creepier, because I'm like, why do you have something happening and I don't have something happening?
Right,
it's about to happen.
Right, I'm being chased by something, and I'm going, whoa, and you're going, whoa, because you see a creepy tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm like, if something's chasing him, it's probably about to chase me. So it actually added to the level of anxiety, I think. And but I want to tell everyone out there, this is not a scary game.
No, it has jump scares. It's got some creepy elements. But it's not flat out scary. It's not Resident Evil dog jump through the window scary.
It's no more scary than Until Dawn.
Yes, I would.
There's lots of places where it's uneasy. They play with the camera angles to make it feel more uneasy than it probably actually is. But yeah, it's if you don't like scary stuff, this is still a game you can work your way through.
It's supposed to make you uncomfortable, and it does with the camera angles, the music, just the general design of everything. It does what it's supposed to do without driving you away from it.
Again, take into account multiplayer only. The worst part of this entire game for me is the name. That's how good the game is. The name is the worst part for me because the game is fantastic.
What, the Man of Medan?
Yeah, I just think it's too long. The Dark Pictures Anthology, The Man of Medan, it's too long. Like, the only thing that's missing off the front is Tyler Perry Presents. Mm-hmm. Like, it's super long. I don't like it. But they could just call it Medan. I think would have been fine.
Yeah, they could have.
But I think the name is going to turn people off when they see it. I don't think they'll know what it is, and I think they'll think it's something hokey. They did put on the front of the case from the creators of Until Dawn, which is smart.
Yep, very smart.
It's a sticker, as if after the fact someone realized maybe we should tell people who the hell we are. But yeah, I love this game. It's $29. If you have a buddy you should play it with, or is willing to buy it, you should play it with them. If you have a buddy that's not willing to buy it, maybe spend the $60 and buy 2 copies of it. It was really good.
I can get down for that. Yeah, I tell you what, this is the first time I've really played a co-op experience like this.
Yeah.
And I want to play more.
It was really good. Like, I think
Ryan and I talked, you and I talked, we're probably going to play through it again, only swap who hosts, because that will give us a different experience.
Yeah, that does kind of seem to dictate. There are dialogue choices along the way that will steer it a little bit who character you end up with, but it seems like whoever hosts in 2 players seems to very drastically affect how the order goes. Yes.
But this also makes me, of course, Last Hope is coming out in 2020.
Little hope.
A little hope. We'll play that undoubtedly. But a game we've talked about playing for a very long time that now makes me want to play it is A Way Out. Mm-hmm. Because my understanding is it's kind of the same idea, probably not with the same type of decision making, but there is some of that in there, to my understanding. So now it makes me, it's kind of, we've talked about it for a long time and slowly fell away from it as other things came out and we played and so on and so forth. But I really, really want to get back in and actually play that like we talked about now.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we were both so excited about the end of a game. I mean, we got finished and we're like, oh, we should play it again. And you're like, we should play Way Out. And I'm like, we should all definitely buy Little Hope.
Right.
Like, I mean, that's...
right. After the game, we stayed up just chatting in party on the fucking menu screen for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. We're like, we should just play this again now. Like, we should just play this game forever. We had and maybe everything was right? Maybe the setting, the time, our weeks, like maybe everything fell in for this to be a good experience for us. But That's all we can talk about is the experience we had, and I know the scores the game is getting out there. I will just tell you, like, that I had a much better experience than that. At no point I see a lot of people talking about failed button prompts when they know they hit the right button. I didn't have any of that personally.
I didn't either.
I certainly failed the one that I failed.
Yeah, okay. When I fucked up, I fucked up. I knew I fucked up.
There's some stuff where you have to time it similar to the way you did where you held the controller still in Until Dawn. I don't know for certain that we messed those up. And they seem to have failed a couple times. But to be honest, I think they just probably made the story more interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it was make or break on those.
Yeah. I will tell you, the scene that I think that we ended up at because of those fails was a scene that we would have been at either way.
Yes.
So, I don't think that was anything crazy, but I loved that game.
So good.
It was great. The curator is great. And you want to talk about a pretty game? It's one of the best looking games I've ever played.
There are moments where you would swear you are playing a movie.
Yeah.
Especially in the moments, this isn't really a spoiler. One of the characters is played by Shawn Ashmore, who was Iceman in the X-Men movies. He's an act. He's essentially like the only one who in the game who really is like a professional actor. He did what was the Quantum game?
Quantum Break.
Quantum Break. He played the main character in Quantum Break. But there are moments you swear you're watching him in a movie.
There's a couple times
that real.
A couple times during the playthrough, I was like, if someone walked through and saw me playing this, I don't know if they would know I was playing a game.
Right. Yep.
Like that, it really does look that good, and that's not us just beating the drum more for this game. Like, it really does look incredible.
The eyes, the thing that really threw me that you usually see not great in games is eyes and mouths.
Yeah, eyes and teeth people seem to have a lot of trouble with.
But eyes and teeth were great in this game.
And friend of the show, Marshall, Marshall 205. He watched us play the first night.
Mm-hmm. He did.
And he even kept commenting with how good it looked.
And he is
a graphics whore.
A graphics guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guy. That's what I meant. But yeah, it's a great looking game. It's a great experience. We'll stop talking about it because I don't want to ruin anything. But if you have $30 or you have $60 and a friend, buy that game. Play it with somebody. It does support up to 5 players.
Yeah, you could play. I believe 5 players is just local, right?
I don't know. I think that's correct. I think for movie night is 5, 2 to 5.
Yeah.
Online is just 2.
Online is just 2.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe.
Yeah, I don't see a way to invite more people than just the 2. But I don't know.
I don't either. I suppose it's possible you can invite up to 5.
It'll tell you. We'll get an answer because when you click on the menu, it tells you how many people can do each mode. We'll get you an answer on that. But I know movie night is 2 to 5 because I saw it last night.
Mm-hmm.
And it does have a single player mode, so I don't feel like you have to have friends. But we're neither one of us are speaking about the single player experience.
No, because we just played the shared experience, the 2 of us.
Yep.
So we can't comment on the other modes. I think Ryan, you're really not too concerned with playing through it single player.
No, that's not something that excites me.
I am considering giving it a try just to see how it works, to see how that experience is different.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be neat to see how it's different, but the last thing I want to do is taint the feeling that I have about this game in any way.
I understand that, but I would be able to separate that.
Producer Gerald says he's in.
All right.
Now, would you buy it for $30? Or is it... No, he says hard no. It is 5 or 6 hours, so keep that in mind when you're thinking about it. But it was 5 or 6 of the best hours I've had playing a game that wasn't like Rocket League.
In a very long time.
Maybe ever. Like co-op like that, maybe ever.
Co-op like that, you might be right.
Yeah. Well, if we hadn't already played it, I would consider buying it for someone.
So would I.
But
actually, I don't know that I would because I don't have. See, that's the catch is that I don't know that I would consider buying it for someone if I didn't already have that experience.
Right, but like
You know
Little
what I mean?
Hope, if somebody wanted to play Little Hope and couldn't get it, a friend of mine, I would get Little Hope for somebody.
I would do the same because
I
have my confidence is there now.
But see, we talked about this last night too. It wouldn't be the same for me to get it now and play it with like you, Gerald, because we know now how it can work.
Yes.
Like that first time will never happen again. And, now we can play, we talked about this too, now when we play through it the second time, now we can play strategically.
Right.
Because our message for the first time was very much whatever happens, happens. Let's play the game and see what ending we get.
And we did.
The ending we got is not at all what I would have expected.
Very simple ending.
One of those characters I would just have assumed no matter what we would have killed. I think you could probably figure out which one. But
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
and a couple of the characters, one of the characters I wanted to keep alive and one of the characters you wanted to keep alive were killed.
Yes, they were.
And one of them, I don't think either one of us cared if they didn't make it, and they didn't. So
I think you're right.
But it was very interesting, very fun. I never knew what to expect. Probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 jump scares in the whole game for me on my side.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's even that many. Probably wasn't that many for me, but I don't get scared as easily as you. So what you're considering a jump scare might not be for me.
I mean, you heard all mine. They were like, "Whoa!"
I did hear
because it was a loud noise and like a cut to something or like something jumped out or whatever. But there's not a lot of them. The game does a great job, and for anyone who played the Inpatient in VR, I would say that has more of a feel than almost even Until Dawn. Because the Inpatient made you feel very uncomfortable the entire time you played.
Yes.
And a lot of times you were uncomfortable for something that didn't happen, and I would say this game has a lot of that.
Yeah.
They really have uneasy nailed with this game, with all their games.
They ramp up your expectation that, oh shit, something's going to happen. And then it doesn't, and you're like, woo, and then something happens.
Well, the cool thing about the multiplayer is they only need it to happen to you half the time.
Right.
So they could even ramp it up in a different way because you were ramping it up with what you had going on, which was giving me the anxiety, and then nothing would happen on my end. So it's just very well done.
One more thing I want to comment before we get away from Man of Medan. Supermassive used a phenomenal technique that fits perfectly within the context of the game to make sure that nobody is rushed in their decision making any more so than they have to be.
Yeah.
We found this out on accident. It was super confusing at first, but then we put together what had happened, and I want to comment to Supermassive on that technique alone. It is brilliant. It is genius. It fits, like I said, perfectly within the context of the game and the way it works. And it allows each player to still play the game their way.
Yeah. It's really smart. The whole game is really well done. Like, really well done. Talking about bugs and glitches, I will just tell you that we didn't have any, and we had a great experience. And
couple of server issues, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it did back us out a couple times, got us reconnected pretty quick. One time, last night, had a hard back out. I don't know what happened there. But
yeah,
it didn't even matter. Such a good time.
No, we jumped right back in. We were ready for more pain.
Such a good time. So that's Man of Medan, the Dark Pictures Anthology. Yeah. $30. I think someone had it on sale last week already for a couple dollars off Amazon. I think it was like $3, $3 off.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
27 or something like
24 something. I think it was.
Yeah,
26.48. Something. So
weird. If it's still on sale, I'd say find it there. Find a buddy to play it with. And then next year, Little Hope 2020. They didn't give a more firm date than that, but 2020.
I can't wait.
Yep.
Day one for me.
And don't worry, we don't have a lot of news. It's fine for us to talk about that for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
What else did you play this week?
Just some Rocket League Farm Together. So I did throw a challenge out last week. I was going to complete 7 VR games in 9 days. Mm-hmm. By that, I meant 3. I meant 3 games for how many I was going to finish.
Which 3?
Couple things happened here. So, and I wasn't expecting one of the games to be as long as it was.
Okay.
Which was Torn. I was not expecting Torn to be as long as it was. It ended up being very long. I shouldn't say that. It ended up being longer than expected. So I completed Fisherman's Tale. I completed Torn, which I think took me around 7 or 8 hours.
Ooh.
And then I completed Manifest 99, which anyone who's played Manifest 99 know that that's really kind of a cheat because it's barely a game.
Right.
It's more of a VR experience that you play through. You don't even use a controller. You just use the head tracking in that game. So those are the 3 that I completed. I did go back to Headmaster, which is a game that I made it fairly far into, thinking I would just try to mark that one off the list. Still stuck where I was stuck a year and a half ago. So didn't make up any ground there. There were a couple projects at home that I wasn't planning on having to take care of that I did take care of. So I didn't end up having the full time that I thought I would. The holiday also fell in there, so I went to flea market with my dad, and there was just a lot of things that derailed me from the schedule. It's okay. The point was I wanted to play VR, and I did play a lot of it. In the last month alone, I completed 4 games because I also beat Blood and Truth, so I'm happy with playing it again. We've played a ton of Firewall, too. Mm-hmm. We played Firewall this week, and I'm just happy to be back in VR, but I did fall short of my goal. I do want to say I was probably a little hard on Torn last week.
Yeah,
I think that game is trying to do a thing, and I think it mostly accomplishes that thing.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth the price. I don't know how much it is now. See if you can find a PSN price for Torn. TORN. I don't think it's worth what I paid.
Okay.
I think I paid like $14 or $15. I don't think it was worth that. I think it's producer Drill's asleep, so he's not searching for this.
I see that.
It's Torn PSN price. I don't think it was worth what I paid because I think I paid like $14 or $15, maybe $9.99. It's probably worth $9.99 as far as the length goes. It's a lot of back and forth. It makes you walk extremely slow. It draws out the game that way.
Right. Yeah.
But it's not the best experience I had. Fisherman's Tale is like 2 hours, 2.5 hours was a way better experience for me than Torn.
Yeah.
It's $29.99. It's way too high.
It's $30. Yeah.
It is way too high. But I do want to say I was too hard on it last week. I do think they mostly accomplished what they want to do. I will throw out there that it's one of those games that's forcing you to think something the entire time you play it, just so at the end they can be like, twist. And I don't...
You're not into that?
No. Because they force you so hard to think something that you're like, okay, it's way too obvious what you want me to think, so I know it's not that.
Gotcha.
Because you're really heavy-handed with wanting me to believe that.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're like, oh, hard twist. You're like, oh, okay. Okay. Like, this
was
is
the twist itself cool, even though you knew it was coming?
No.
It was just a bullshit twist?
Yeah. It was like, okay, great. Fisherman's Tale, $15. I think I picked Fisherman's Tale up for $3.99. And that's the price I paid for it, and I think it's probably even still worth it at $15, but definitely worth it at less than $5. I think Torn is probably worth it at $10 or less. I think I paid $15 for Torn.
Okay.
The other one, Manifest 99, I paid 99 cents for. Probably right at what you would pay for that game.
Yeah.
Probably any higher than 99 cents is probably too high.
Well, so, I played a little bit, obviously. That's all you played? Sorry.
That's it. No, that's it.
Interrupted and shut you down. So I played a little bit of Rocket League, not a whole lot. I wasn't on. If we were on, we were usually playing Medan. So we didn't get to play I didn't get to play a lot of Rocket League this week. But as you spoke to last week, I picked up a Nintendo Switch finally.
Yeah, you did.
And I picked up Ultimate Alliance 3. And I really, really enjoy the Switch.
Is it what you were expecting?
No. I mean, obviously I knew what to expect, so to a certain sense, yes. But the transitions that you can make from doing everything with it is just so simple and easy and intuitive and seamless. Like, you can literally pick it up and it's not on your TV anymore. Now it's on the screen and you're right where you were.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I always knew that it was that, but it's just like super easy.
Yeah, when you see it and when you do it, you're like, well, this is really intuitive. Like, this works the way you think it would.
Yeah, it works exactly the way it should work in your mind. Like if you were to if you were a 12-year-old kid and you were inventing that in your mind, that's how it should work. And it fucking does.
I'm super glad that you decided to go with the standard Switch.
I did go with the standard Switch.
Yeah, because I think that experience that you're having, however you play it, doesn't matter. But the fact that you can have that experience, I think it's part of it.
I play it both ways. I did get to.
Producer Gerald got tickled over that comment. You guys couldn't hear the laugh.
Yeah, because I play it both ways.
Because he plays it both ways.
Yeah.
Both teams, he's saying.
Now I lost my train of thought.
He does some docking and some undocking.
Oh my god!
What? We're talking about the Switch.
Oh my god!
Talking about the Switch.
No innuendo there, folks.
No, this show's the NC-17.
This is yeah. This is like a 1X. It's not triple X, but it's 1X.
Triple X State of the Union.
Yeah, it's definitely some. It's like a step above Skinamax, that's for sure.
Ooh.
So so where was I? I did get I got a slip cover for the screen. I didn't get a Pro controller.
Mm-hmm. They're too expensive.
I held off on that.
They're great controllers. They're very expensive.
I'm not sure I need one. I don't have a problem with the Joy-Cons on the Joy-Con dock.
The puppy dog controller.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah. It's just a little square for me. That Pro controller is an excellent controller, but it's not necessary.
I'm sure it is, but it's $70.
Yeah, it's way too expensive.
It's way too expensive.
Gerald, do you have a Pro controller? So Gerald's still playing with the Joy-Con.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he sent off the controllers.
Right.
Remember we talked about that. He just got them back, so he's been switchless.
I didn't.
Yeah, he got his own back. Good. I got my own back. So I sent mine in whenever I first got my Switch, and I got mine back as well.
I haven't figured out yet how to find friends.
You have to put in a goofy 700-digit code.
I thought maybe when I saw the friend code thing.
Just send me a text with your friend code picture in there. I'll do it.
I'll get it figured out. Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
I don't really have any games I can play with friends on right now, but.
Yeah, but you can check. The Switch is good because you can call people's bullshit because you can see how much time they've spent with each game. Yeah. That's why I like being friends with everybody because I'm like, lie to me about the Switch.
I did get the app. I got,
the Nintendo Online service.
I did get the Nintendo Online service. I'm paying for that. I paid for that.
Did you do the year?
What is it? $30? 20? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure I did do the year.
The month I think is like, I don't know, is it like $2 a month or $20 for the year?
Yeah,
I think.
I'm pretty sure I did 20. I did the yearly one. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to check my bank, but I'm pretty sure I went yearly. So now I'm just I'm enjoying Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It's exactly what I expected. It's not groundbreaking. It's not going to blow your mind, but it does exactly what you want Ultimate Alliance to do. And I don't have a problem with that. I am looking for some of the more different experiences. Ultimate Alliance would fit anywhere, on any of the consoles. You could play Ultimate Alliance on, and it probably wouldn't be that much of a difference. I'm getting to where I'm ready to start looking for some of the more like contoured to the Switch experiences.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm considering Astral Chain. Astral Chain looks amazing to me.
People are high on that game.
And then of course I want the basics. Of course, I want to get Mario. I want to get Zelda.
Yeah.
I want some of those. I'm not a Pokemon guy, so I'm not getting any of the Pokemon stuff.
Jazzed up about the Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I know you are. So I am looking. That'll be next. Yeah, I'll just move right
Producer
on.
Gerald wants you to get Minecraft.
I'm not getting Minecraft, Producer Gerald. So yeah, I am looking for more of my next purchase or two will probably be the more Switch experiences.
Have you thought about what the next game is?
I'm thinking my next game is probably going to be Odyssey.
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking.
There's something that just feels like youth when you play Mario, like you just feel like your childhood.
Yep, but it's a new Mario experience.
In a way that I don't care how many other great platformers you play, and there are great platformers, there's something about Mario and those slew of characters and rescuing Peach. There's something about that is, for me at least, it is like almost calming.
Right.
Even in its most frustrating moments, they're like, this is, I don't know. Like, I grew up with that. Like, to me, that feels right. So, I very much enjoyed Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, so I really think that's going to be maybe one of my next game. I do want to get Zelda, but Zelda is traditionally a much longer, extended experience that you can't necessarily pick up and put down.
Knowing how you play games, I think Zelda's at least 100 hours.
Yeah, see, so. I don't know if I have 100 hours to spend on a game anymore.
I don't anymore, probably. I'm lucky that I played it when I did.
But another thing is, I think the Switch will fill a void for me. Because a lot of times when I play games, I'm not gaming until you guys are on. So I'm gaming for 2 hours a night. Because, we've talked about it, the time difference.
Right.
Me having an actual life job, all that good stuff that I have to get up early for. So, generally, when I play, it's only when I'm playing something with you guys. So I'm getting an hour and a half, 10:30 to 12 usually, around there. I think because of the way we play, I think that we're all a little bit in that we've all stepped away from playing the games that we used to play because a lot of times from 9:30 to whatever time we get off, we're trying to, well, that got weird too. From 9:30 to whenever we stop playing with each other, we try to get in there and play stuff together. So it's definitely changed the way that I've played. Now, this is that same game that producer Gerald wanted you to get before. He wanted me to get it last time, and I do think it looks good.
Oh, so it's only $4.79.
It's only $4.79. Yeah, I might get it.
Metropolis.
Yeah,
this plays like a comic book. There's boobs in it too. He pointed out last time.
Oh yes, there is.
It does look cool. It's got a cool look.
It does have a very.
Was that like a matching tile 3 matcher? Oh, I'm into the match 3. It's my jam.
So, but I think with the Switch, that will allow me to, when I get home from work in those 4, 5, 6 hours in between us playing, I think it puts me more in a position to do some daytime playing, where I can just sit on the couch with my wife and play instead of having to go up to my room and set everything up and be separated from her. And she's doing her thing and I'm doing her thing. Or I'm doing my thing. So I think the Switch, I've already done it. I played Ultimate Alliance while she's watching some TV show that I'm not interested in. So I think the Switch is going to allow me to actually expand the time that I have available to me to game.
Hey, so before we finish, scroll up a little bit. So these memory cards are totally unnecessary, but man, they fucking get me hard. They have like Nintendo themed like SanDisk memory cards that have like that one's got a star on it, that one's got Toad on it. There's another one too. I think there's 3 total.
Yeah.
But boy, I'm having a hard time resisting buying those.
I'm feeling like I'm probably gonna end up need to get one of those.
There's the white one, Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah. 64, 256. I have a memory card in mine already. I have a 120 128 in there.
Oh, 128, yeah.
But it's not the Mario themed. I have regular SanDisk in there because these are just more expensive. But I really dig that yellow 256. Oh, he's got the 512 Huawei letting the Chinese government spy. I got you.
Oh.
I got you.
Oh.
How'd you even scroll down a little bit? How much is that yellow one?
I need to get one.
The star one? 56. I can't let Huawei in my house. You know what I'm saying?
You said you've got 128?
Yes. Scroll up.
Are you even close to having it filled?
Probably. It's like $18. It's cheap.
Yeah. I would, because I probably do need one if I want to start. Because what's it come with, 32?
Yeah, I may have a 256. So I filled my Switch up. I didn't buy one until I filled it up. But I did. Is that
your recommendation?
No, because I was super pissed until I went and bought one because I was ready to play a game and didn't have room.
Okay. Fair enough.
My suggestion would be that you pay attention, and when you're getting close, you buy one before you run out, because I was trying to play something, and I had to delete something.
Definitely makes sense.
Yeah, producer Gerald says go for it, too. See, I'm an asshole in that I want everything I've ever owned always on my Switch.
Right.
So, technically, when you beat a game, like when I beat Mario Odyssey, I'm probably not ever going to play it again. I beat it. I should just delete it off of there.
Mm-hmm.
But that ain't how I roll.
Right. I understand.
That ain't how Daddy rolls, you know what I'm saying?
That ain't how Daddy do it.
Yeah. I like to have everything on there always. Let's jump into the news because we haven't done that.
No, we haven't. We've just been talking about us because we're selfish people.
Yeah.
We don't care.
But we'll go quickly. There was a Nintendo Direct last week.
Yep.
A couple huge announcements, I guess, for a lot of people. The Switch is finally getting an SNES library.
Kind of cool.
Yeah,
probably won't ever get used by me.
Nintendo Switch owners got a new reason to subscribe to the Nintendo Online service. It's releasing 20 Super Nintendo games on the console, exclusive to subscribers at no additional cost. The games include Super Mario World, The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Star Fox, and a bunch more. They also announced just like they did with the NES, an exclusive controller to subscribers. It's the SNES controller. It's $30. And you do have to be a Nintendo Online member now. He's got all the games pulled up. Is there something here that I didn't cover that you feel like is a standout that you would consider?
I might end up playing Super Metroid, but probably not. There's not really anything that is jumping out at me like, ooh, I have to play it.
Yeah, Kirby's Dream Course was okay, fun. Or at least it was for me back then.
Yeah. I would probably jump in and try it just to try it. But
Super Mario Kart's on there too.
Yeah, but it's probably not much that I'll be running through.
It's this cool thing. Now, I will say that they keep saying Nintendo Super Entertainment System, Nintendo Online Service, which is crazy. You don't need to stop saying all that.
Yeah.
Stop saying all that, Nintendo. It's too much.
No kidding.
So that was a big announcement. Overwatch is the other huge announcement.
It's really coming.
Yes,
wasn't a rumor.
All the rumors, everything that was there. Overwatch is coming to the Switch, and it's soon, October 15th.
Yeah.
They did not announce any sort of cross-play, and that's probably for the best.
I would imagine so.
But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so then after that, they had some Smash news. So all of you Smash fans out there, Banjo and Kazooie are going to be going in Smash. They're going to be characters in Smash.
Yeah, I think people knew about the Banjo-Kazooie, but I think he's available now. Yes,
and then there's the next up for the Smash Brothers is coming, I'm not sure when. Terry Bogard of Fatal Fury fame.
And King of Fighters. I'll tell you what, as a guy that doesn't play Fatal Fury or King of Fighters, if you told me Terry Bogard was coming to Smash Brothers, I would have thought a fan won a contest.
I wouldn't. Yeah, exactly.
Terry Bogard.
And you're also getting some Pokemon and Undertale Smash costumes. They're already here, as a matter of fact. 75 cents each, I believe.
Those are cool. Those are freaking adorable.
Yeah, you like those, huh?
Yeah, I'm into those. Terry can
Terry
pound
Bogard?
Salt. Yeah, I don't care for Terry. But Banjo-Kazooie's cool, and I'm super into these costumes. I think they're fun. Plus, bring on the microtransactions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you love them.
Yeah, bring them on.
This next one, this is right up your alley. The next announcement.
Adding to the roster of things that are available right now during the Direct, 4-player Super Kirby Clash was released on Switch. You can play it by yourself. It is a free-to-start, which is Nintendo's way of saying there's a demo, basically.
Yep.
But so you can check it out. But, yeah, I'm into Kirby. If you have 4 people to play with, I think this is super cool. But, yeah, it's another thing that was announced right then. Go play it right then. Kirby's a cool character.
I know you like Kirby. You always have.
He's a cool character. Little Town Hero gets a release date. That's the Game Freak's new non-Pokemon RPG that looks a little bit like Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit like Pokemon. It does have a turn-based battle system. So that's coming October 16th. Yep.
And then to a lot of people, what was really big news, it's big to me, but probably for different reasons. Just because I think it's cool that the Switch has proven what it can do. Divinity Original Sin 2 with cross save is out today. So as of the release of the direct, it was available.
Sticking to that trend, Deadly Premonition 2 was announced for the Switch with the original available now.
Yep.
And so that's the thing.
What else we got? Xenoblade Chronicles Remaster is coming in 2020. The 2012 Nintendo game that everybody talk about.
The Wii title.
Talk about forever. Yeah. Was it? Yeah, it was a Wii title.
And then we're getting Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection, which is going to be Assassin's Creed Rogue and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, December 6th. Black Flag is a good game.
I did not like Black Flag.
I liked Black Flag. We played a lot of the multiplayer.
We did play a lot of the multiplayer, but I did not like the single player. And I can tell you why. Because he wasn't actually an assassin.
Yeah, they've gotten away from that, I feel like. It's like action game now. I'm into it.
No, I mean, he wasn't...
Oh, you mean he wasn't a...
He, stumbled upon he basically stole somebody's identity. He's fucking Dirk Diggler, the pirate guy.
Ooh, I ain't mad at that. What about Assassin's Creed Dirk Diggler edition?
Ooh. Where he's running across the rooftops?
Anything.
Like in that movie? In his movie that he did, whatever it was?
We're going to stick to the Nintendo news because shortly after the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo then showed some weird freaky strap-on device.
Yep. It's basically a big steering wheel looking thing.
Yeah, it looks like a steering wheel cover.
Yep. That you can stretch and pull and doesn't break or bend.
It looks like it comes with a leg thigh strap as well.
Yep. It almost looks like what's it? It almost looks like the next version of the Thigh Master.
Yeah, it's like EA had that thing for the original Wii that you could strap to your leg, like EA fucking Strength or whatever it is. It comes with a leg thing like that, and then it comes with a steering wheel cover that you put another Joy-Con in, and all they showed were the people using it, and they showed cities.
Yes.
So no one's quite sure what they were doing with it, but they were pulling on it and stretching it and using it like a bow and arrow and pulling on it and waving it above their head.
Yeah, there is an assumption that it is probably some sort of workout device.
Yeah, that's what everyone's going with. Maybe a follow-up to like a Wii Fit style thing.
Like a fitness tracker type thing somehow, or a fitness thing that is involved with the Switch somehow.
They did reveal, like I said, a short teaser trailer, and they said more information would come September 12th. So by the time you hear this, we're not far out from knowing what's really going on here. Right. But Nintendo loves their goofy peripherals, so... peripherals.
So there they are.
Look at them. They're like, what's this weird strap on? Oh, let me pull on it. Let me jerk it on it here. I'll pull on it too. Look, it's like a bow and arrow. She's like, who took this off the steering wheel? How many kids are going to get that stuck on their waist?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But it looks awkward to use. I'm kind of into it.
You'll get it.
Yeah, I'm kind of into it.
I don't know that I will.
It's got a grip on each side. She's thigh mastering it right there. That was your thigh master scene.
I told you. Thigh master.
Yeah, she looks like she's doing hot yoga with it.
Yep.
That guy looks
or maybe just regular yoga.
I've replaced all regular yoga with hot yoga.
I noticed that.
That guy's laying on his back. He's I don't know. I don't know what these people are doing. They're all having a blast.
You know what? I don't know what that guy's doing.
That guy was pumping irons, what he was doing.
But oddly enough, none of these people are in workout clothes.
No, a lot of them have jeans on.
Yeah.
She's doing yoga for sure.
Yeah.
A little downward dog, if you know what I'm saying.
Ooh.
That one, yeah. I don't know. I'll tell you what, the video is slightly uncomfortable.
It's super uncomfortable
to watch. I don't know. September 12th, we'll find out more.
We'll know more.
This next story's on here only because this blows my mind. Really blows my mind.
Okay.
I grew up in a time where Pokemon cards were hot. You know?
Mm-hmm.
People were into them. People paid a lot of money for them.
Right.
What I didn't expect to read this week is that a set of Pokemon cards that are barely 2 weeks old would have a card that sold for $10,000 on eBay. That's right. Yeah. You heard all of that. I said that it's 2 weeks old.
It's 2 weeks old.
We don't even know how rare anything is yet. 2 weeks old. Sold for $10,000. It is a foil Charizard Pokemon card. I'm looking for the name of it. I don't. It's a Hidden Fates Charizard GX reprint from Sun and Moon Burning Shadows.
Yep.
And it's shiny.
And he's in black and red instead of his usual orange.
It seems to be the most sought after card in the set, which makes sense since it sold for $10,000.
Yeah. It's been going for $400, but someone just really upped the ante on that.
It says an average copy is going for upwards of $400, but there's no limit on how much this card can sell for. Yeah, it's crazy. So not only did they get the card, but they had it graded by Beckett, which I didn't even realize still existed. $10,000 for a card. It's a cool looking card, I guess, but I had two thoughts. Wow, and maybe I should buy Pokemon cards. Those were the two thoughts I had.
Maybe you should.
This is maybe the most bizarre thing. So Telltale is kind of back. Sorta. But
so
not.
Weird.
Last week, LGC Entertainment announced that it had purchased Telltale. It purchased Telltale Games' trademark, assets, and technology with the intent to re-release some of its beloved developers' games and create new ones.
Yes.
And it appears that they are slowly getting games back to market.
Yes.
New publisher partner Athlon Games is discounting several Telltale titles by 50% from September 5th through the 9th, so a little old when you hear this. And I'm not going to go into the pricing because when you hear this, it's gone. But the fact that they're back out there and being sold while also in the middle of a lawsuit is mind-blowing to me.
Crazy.
But it's not LGC Entertainment who is being sued. It's formerly Telltale that's being sued.
Right.
Telltale. People get upset with the way people say Telltale.
Telltale.
Because it's Telltale.
Telltale.
Telltale, correct. People say Telltale. People get upset. Because it's Telltale. I hear it a lot. People complaining about the way people say that. I don't know what you want to hear.
Telltale.
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 A lot of so they do still have the Batman franchise. They have the Wolf Among Us.
Yeah.
The Last of Us, not the Last of Us shit. The Walking Dead stuff is gone. That went to Skybound, which is Robert Kirkman's thing. Minecraft is gone. That ran its course and went back to wherever. So we're not talking all the Telltale stuff. But I do think The Wolf Among Us is probably the first thing that you'll see.
Yeah.
Whenever stuff comes back out, I think
that's the one that everybody really likes.
Yeah, you enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it.
Yeah,
I'd read those comics years ago too, though, so they did have a special place for me. Telltale. Oh, I forgot to say that I got Golf Blitz this week and joined.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, Golf Blitz. Have you played it any?
I played it. No, not much.
Gerald got it and also didn't play it, so fuck both of y'all. Oh, Gerald says he plays just bad at it.
I haven't figured it out either.
Before we get to the shout outs, though, let me give Zach a shout out because he's been playing it and he's moving up the leader list.
Is he?
Yeah, Zach joined the team, and I think last time I checked, he was 10th on the team.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's putting a little work in, as the kids say.
Are you back up to first yet?
No. Howard's actually really good at that game. He's at 1,036 trophies. I'm at 888 in second place. Let's see if he's still... Yeah, Zach is still at in 10th place on the team.
Yeah. Moving on up.
Gerald is at 34th, and you were at 38th.
Yeah, I don't quite have things figured out yet. I've only played like 2 holes. 3 holes, maybe.
Let me see if it'll tell you how many... Let me see if I can find stats so I can tell you exactly how many I've played, because it's embarrassing, probably.
But I'm still in the process of figuring it out.
You want to know how many games I've played?
How many games have you played?
991. I'm telling you, I play the shit out of this
crazy.
game. Let's see how many.
I see that.
I've played 300 more games than Howard.
And he's ahead of you in points?
Well,
he's much better. He's better than you.
What's dynamic? So I've been up to my highest ever was 955 on trophies. But you go up and down when you lose. You win 50 if you win first. You win somewhere around 50 trophies. You lose somewhere around 50 if you come in last. So you're I could lose 300 trophies in a day and then gain 400 tomorrow.
Okay.
So it's very dynamic when it comes to that. But yeah, I'm excited about cracking. I didn't know I was that close to the 1,000 mark. I'll have to make sure I crack that. But yeah, I really enjoy that game. Is it cool to see you guys join that? Hopefully you play it a little bit and we get a little competitive up at the top of that team there.
I probably will not be competitive. I will probably be at the bottom forever. Not because I can't figure it out.
Yeah, it takes a little time.
It's definitely a process. I just like earning stuff to get shit.
Well, the cool thing about Golf Blitz is there's two players. There's players who want to win the holes, and there's players that want to watch the world burn.
Right.
And that game needs both types, and that's what makes it fun.
I'm probably more of a world burn kind of guy.
There are people who are only there to fuck other people over. They don't seem to care about winning at all. And I do find that frustrating and amusing.
Oh, both, huh?
That game is one of the few games that I have actual laugh out loud moments with every time I play it. And so last night when we were waiting for something to install, when I was on with Howard, I just jumped in and he was watching me play, and we were both laughing, actually just laughing out loud at how it's just chaos. It's silly. It's a silly game, and I like it. So people should play it. Shout out to Golf Blitz.
Shout out to Golf Blitz.
Speaking of shout outs, remember, if you want to shout out, head over to patreon.com/Gamestitch, just like our friends did, and support us at the $10 tier. And if you do, you get a shout out on each and every show, whether you give us one or don't. And this week we've got a couple shout outs.
Yep.
So our first shout out, I'm going to go ahead and do Zach. Zach sent us a very delightful email last night.
He did.
He just squeaked it in time. And he did ask Dan about his Switch. He told Dan to shit or get off the pot. Dan had already shit.
I had already shit, yeah.
So he had his Switch. So it was a fun email. He included some really cool pictures. And thank you for all of that. But he does have a shout out in here, and this is the kind of shout out that warms my heart.
It's a nice one. I like this one.
He said, I'd like to make this week's shout out to a different than my norm. I'd like to give a shout out to a fellow Gamestitch fanatic and a close friend of the show, Thomas. Dude gives some solid game recs, a lot of which are not commonly known, that I've happily added to my game collection.
That's incredibly true, Zach, by the way. I'm just going to interject for a second.
He seems to have the same general stance on gaming, world politics as I do, and he seems to be generally a good dude, with a solid sense of humor. Keep on keeping on, Thomas. We need to link up when he gets his PS4 shit together, and play together. And he's right. Thomas is a good person, a solid dude. He is a friend of the show, a friend of ours, and I would love for everybody to be together.
Thomas also appears to be killing it on Sniper Elite 4.
He said he loves that game.
Every time I go on, he's got like 48 more trophies. I don't know how many trophies are in that game, but it's apparently a lot because he's always got them.
Yeah, he told me he's really enjoying it, so more than he expected.
That's good.
But yeah, I love listener on listener emails, especially when they're positive. And I couldn't agree more. He is a good dude with a good sense of humor, and he's just a good person. Thomas has been listening to the show for a long time now.
A long time, yeah.
And he's one of the few people that, like, when I'd say, like, I really truly believe he would give you the shirt off his back. Like, I really believe that.
Without a doubt. He is a awesome dude. Yeah,
so I would love for all of us to be able to link up. I would love for you guys to play together even when we weren't around. I think that would be awesome too. Yeah, it's really cool for that to happen. Zach is also a good dude for anybody who is wondering, because he has sent us some of the best emails we've ever received.
Oh, no shit.
He also just used a shout out to tell someone he doesn't really know how cool they are. So, yeah, it's good community, good feels here at the end.
Yeah.
Good feels.
Good. It's all here. Thomas, I think Thomas's shout-out is just going to be thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Unless you've heard from him. I know he's really busy playing Sniper Elite and all that. So.
I haven't heard from him. He sent me a video, but I was
power to him.
Too busy doing projects at home to really dive into it. But we'll make Thomas's thanks, and also we'll give Thomas is going to shout out producer Gerald because he shows up every week and does his thing. And I know Thomas has been trying to give some tips and feedback on how we can get this show live. And so thanks to producer Gerald for showing up each week, even if you took a nap during the middle of this one.
By the way, awesome.
Yeah. He had to go to the
bathroom. Fell asleep,
so.
Went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You're skirting your duties.
That's how I do every day. I squirt my duties, or skirt my duties. Oh, man, you ever go to a website just to check things and you have to put an email in to kind of see pricing and then you get emails forever?
Yeah.
Fucking hate that. Butcher Box, I'm talking to you.
Oh, yeah, don't do it with the closed ones either. It's not better.
Well, I was like, I'm interested in Butcher Box, right? Good, high-quality meat sent to your house.
Yep.
I'm like, I want to see what the pricing is. It's like, oh, you can see what the pricing is. All you have to do is give us your email. Don't worry. We're not sleaze bags. Just put in your email. We'll tell you the pricing for your area.
Thanks for entering. Here's.
Just like an email a day.
And your shit just blows up. Yep.
It's like an email a day. I'm the kind of guy on my iPhone, if you were to pick it up right now, my email has no icon next to it. I've checked every email.
I do that too. But now my wife's just got a line of shit across the top, and it blows. Anytime she's like, can you give me your phone? I'm like, nope.
Yeah, don't.
Sure can't, because my head will explode. And she's got them lined up across the top, and then like 4 of her stuff on her home screen has like a little thing with 37.
Oh no,
4. And I'm like, make that shit go away.
It gives me anxiety just hearing about it.
I know.
I see people's phone, and they'll have like 40 missed calls, 200 texts, and then like 4,864 emails. I'm like, what are those?
And I'll tell you what blows. The thing I hate the worst, and I don't know why, is if there's a voicemail icon up there. Get that shit gone. If someone actually left you a voicemail, you need to listen to it because odds are it's fucking important because nobody does that anymore.
The IRS keeps calling and leaving me one.
Oh, really?
It's a robot.
That scam that's going around, that IRS scam?
It's like, hello, this is the IRS. I'm like, it doesn't seem like that's what this is.
That's not how the government works, bro.
Right. We got a robot? But, Gerald, he's a cop, so he hits him with the
narc.
Clarksville Police Department. He says not a cop, but
he's not a cop. I'm not a cop.
That's exactly what a cop would say. Exactly what a cop would say. Entrapment. I know my rights.
It doesn't matter. You specifically told me that you're not a cop, so I can do anything now.
Yeah. I think that's how the law works, right? You can. If you say you're not a cop, I can do whatever, and you can't arrest me. People are idiots. People are such idiots. So, I don't even know what we're talking about now. Saying about how dumb people were. Scammers, IRS, phone calls.
This is the IRS.
Yeah, if you're listening, take the fucking notifications off if you're not going to check them. You can turn it off.
That's what we were really getting to.
Yeah. I'll tell you which one really makes me angry is the PlayStation messages. They pop up an alert. Even though I've checked them on the PlayStation, I have to check them on my phone.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll click on the app on my phone, and it's like, please log in. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yep. I used to have that. I don't have messages don't come to my phone anymore. Well,
I like to have it in case. Sometimes I turn my PS4 on, especially with Farm Together, and just let that shit run. So I want a message in case somebody's like trying to play with me or something.
Yeah, but essentially, usually one of us will invite you to whoever it is, whether it's me, Thomas, whoever. We'll invite you to a party, and you'll text us and say, hey, I'm not.
Yeah, but I don't always see that, though. The message is nice because it pops up. I don't see the party invite.
And it's super loud?
I don't have the volume turned up on my phone's always on vibrate. Never makes sense.
I always have volume. That's why I turn all my most of my notifications off, because I like to hear the stuff. I
miss all kinds of calls and texts because I keep it on vibrate only.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's it. It's the whole show right there.
Yeah.
Put a nice little
There's
bow on it.
10 minutes of news and 47 years of talking.
Yeah, there's 55 minutes of Man of Medan, 10 minutes of news, and then we squeezed in 15 minutes of shout-outs. I'll tell you what, that Man of Medan, pretty good.
It is, yeah.
Just to start back or finish where we started, that game's pretty good.
Full circle. That's what we call that.
I would suggest picking it up. It's good. I think we'll play it again.
Probably. We might. Maybe not.
I think we'll look into it.
We might.
I did get a message from a friend asking if we were going to stream that game. I'm going to say probably not. I don't.
No,
first off, we suck at streaming, and second of all, I think you need to experience it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And I 100% believe that if you want to watch someone play that game, there's someone better than us two to watch play it.
Oh, I don't know. We do. If we played it through a second time, that would be the one to stream.
We came through with 40% survival rate. Our first playthrough. I don't think that's good.
I'm fine with it.
I don't think that was good. I don't think that was a good number.
Yes, but we technically only actually
we killed 3.
Yeah, but the two of us only actually caused one. The other one was mistakes that were made. We literally only actually caused one.
I would have been more disappointed to come out with 4 of the 5 alive than 2 of the 5.
Pissed me off.
Yeah.
Like the fucking collectibles. I'm not going into it, but fuck.
Yeah. I'm okay with 2 of the 5, and I actually like the 2 that we came out with.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think. Oh, Supermassive, you missed the boat on that fucking trophy, though.
Yeah, you should have. That one 100% should have been a trophy. But I will say, the 2 that. So if you were to watch this movie, like if this was a movie, right, and you went to the theater and you sat down, and these 2 are the ones that's available, at the end, they survived. You'd be like, that's kind of. I get that.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah. So
it does.
Yeah, you should play that game. That's gonna do it for us. My iPad's dead. I've dropped my phone. I can't reach it. I don't know what episode number this is.
What's this? 347.
347. It's really falling off here at the end.
We were doing so good. See, this is why we don't usually go over a minute 20.
Yeah,
or an hour 20.
Minute 20.
Minute 20.
Dan's a minute man over there. Because it doesn't go over a minute. And plays for both teams, too, if you remember.
Swinging both ways and win at a time.
Yep. Docking and undocking.
That's right. Live my life a minute at a time.
Quarter mile at a time. Fast and Furious. Great movie. Greatest franchise ever. That's going to do it for us. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Good night.
Good night.